The second question was, how do I do cold outreach, especially in DMs? So in DMs, direct messages, that could be in Facebook, that could be in Instagram, that could be in LinkedIn. How do I do cold outreach? So I want to take a step back and first really be thinking, as the online business manager, who are you DMing? Who are you DMing? I do not recommend doing spaghetti at the wall and just see what sticks. I would make sure that, do they have the problem that I can solve? And how do I know that? Right? How do I know that they have the problem? Do I think that they can afford me as a solution? And do I believe that my offer will be compelling to them, and why? So, first, before you even start DMing, really think through what that is. This, and let's use Facebook as an example, but we can use LinkedIn or any of them. This is why groups in Facebook are so key. Because if you are a part of a Facebook group, they have some sort of intent to do something. You know something about that person. So hey, if I'm an OBM and I'm in a group of CEOs who do mindset work, I could then infer, okay, you're a CEO and you do mindset work, right? So since you're typically up here doing mindset, you want to be out there, you want to be out working and helping people. Maybe you don't want to do the organization. Maybe you don't want to be doing the streamlining. Maybe you don't want to be doing the systems. And so you can infer that. That's why I love Facebook groups. That's why I love LinkedIn groups, to really figure out what is it that that person um, or what their problem is going to be. So that's the first thing. Who are you DMing? Second thing is, remember, you are still selling to people. You are still selling to people. So what that means is, don't start off by selling. Start off by a relationship. Start off by asking a very blanket question. Maybe something about networking, maybe something about that. Again, a question that is applicable to them because of the information that you know about them. What groups are they in? How do you know them in general? What have they liked on Facebook? All of that information. And make sure that it is applicable, and go back and forth with them in conversation before you start talking about the solution that you have that can solve their need. Don't go in and assume that they have this need, or, hey, by the way, this is what I do, because you have no idea if they have that problem. And if they don't have the intent to solve that problem right now, that's going to go right over their head. Okay. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold. So first, we talked about, who are you DMing? We talked about, these are still people. So what information do I know about them, and how do I just gently start a relationship versus sell, 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 sell? And then third, remember, your prospect is busy. Your prospect is busy. Keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Say that to yourself over and over again. Remember, what is your ask? What is the one thing that you want them to understand, and just lead with that. They are not going to be able to read a ton of information, even if you have something that's scannable. Bullet points really help in this scenario, because these people are incredibly, incredibly busy. Okay. And then the fourth thing is be direct and be clear on your call to action, or how to get in touch with you. Be direct and be clear on what the call to action is to get in touch with you, or what you want them to go do next. So it can either be, hey, let's have a phone call, a 30-minute consult call, and I'll give you 30 minutes of consulting for free. That could be an example. Or the call to action could be, hey, here is my top 10 tips to do X, Y, and Z. send me your email and I'll send this right over to you. So be really, really clear on what you want them to do. One, obviously, is a direct having a phone call with you, which will be after you've had more and more conversations with them. And the other is more of a, hey, I am trying to show my value earlier in the funnel than you would with a phone call. So does that make sense to everyone?
I love the keep it simple part, Ashley. I think that's very important.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Leah, any thoughts on the cold outreach?
I just want to say from an OBM perspective, this doesn't feel like the first of our skill sets sometimes, right? You're putting yourself out there. There can be a little bit of nervousness because, right, it's not the first thing that you do in your OBM role. But I think key things that you said, Ashley, is being intentional about this. It's not spray and pray. It is being very intentional. Go to the places that you already are. When you're delivering, when you see someone that has a problem that fits into your offer, being very concise in how you've solved it for somebody else, what they like to hear about that, instantly they then see a solution, right? So the quicker that you can get them to really see it and it's tangible and it's quick, and then how to get a hold of you is easy for them, right? We can either connect via a phone call, you can schedule here, or send me your email and I'll follow up with you. Whatever it is, keep it very simple. And then on the back end of that, as you're following up, as you're sending them a nurture email, as you have your notes of what you saw that they had a big celebration at work, and you are following up in that cadence, they see your skill set as you're interacting with them. So use your OBM skills for yourself in that relationship as you're doing it. And then it kind of takes the nervousness out of it because it is what you're doing for other clients. You just have to do it for yourself.